What's going on, guys? It's your boy John and this thing. We're back at it again with my boy Can too.
What's up?
He's bringing us a new deck profile. It's the Spice.
The Spice.
It's
right
Dinomist Darkness. That's what he called it.
Oh yeah, Dinomist Darkness.
So show us the goo.
Let me show you that goo real quick. All right, let's go. Start off with the Dinomist lineup. We got two Patreon. The one that if it battles and destroys a card, search any Dinomist card. Then we got two Ankylosaurus. What he does, if a Dinomist battles a monster, the monster gets banished instead. Next we got the one Ceratop. If a Dinomist battles another Pendulum monster, that monster gets destroyed after damage calculations. Then next we got the three Plesiosaur, or whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it that good. But for every Dinomist card on the field, all your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense.
Damn.
That's all the level 4 Dinomists. We're moving up into the level 5 Dinomists. We got two Brachiosaurus. Special summon when your opponent controls the highest attacking monster. Two Ceratop. If I control Dinomist, special summon him. If only I control one. So it's pretty good. It's like a 2-card combo. Going second, instant Nova and Infinity, or free Electromite.
Damn.
Or any other link too. Oh yeah, guys, I put Electromite in here. Calm down.
He put Electromite.
It's cheap now. It's variant for any Pendulum deck now. Then we got two Rex. What he does is once he attacks. If he attacks, he contribute a monster to shuffle tribute a Dinomist monster to shuffle any card from your hand or field back into the deck, or it can make a second attack with piercing damage. And then we got two Dinomist Spinosaurus. What he does is you can only activate his effect during the main phase because it's not like Rex's. So during the main phase, you can use his effect to tribute a Dinomist, so you can either attack directly or make a second attack.
Too broken.
And then next, finishing off the Pendulum lineup, we got obviously 3 Chrono.
Damn.
R.I.P. Astrograph, but your brother's still here, Chronograph. And then now the Spice. Here comes the Spice. We got the 3, the Wicked Wanderer.
Warden.
Oh, it's Warden? No, I thought it was Wanderer. Whatever.
What does that card do?
Tribute a dark monster, draw a card.
Damn, we like pluses.
We like pluses. And especially with, if I tribute a monster that has like 2,000 more attack that is dark, I could search this big boy right here. Darkest Diablo.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. So basically like the reason why with this is in here, because with like the Dinomist, you either want to tribute a lot for the level 5s, or you tribute with the trap card. And mainly you'll get the field spell because usually you have one of these in hand, and at least Darkest Diablo in hand or graveyard. And you'll pitch this to search the field spell, and you get the field spell. So basically turns everything dark, and then you start tributing. So like you waste your Pendulum summon on the monsters, the level 4s, and then tribute summon for a level 5. That's technically tribute for a dark monster, and you special summon him from your hand for free.
Damn, too good. 3,000 beater.
3,000 beater can't be targeted nor tributed.
No kaiju?
No kaiju for them. That's the Spice right there. And then finishing out, we got hand traps. We got that, that young effect Veiler. 3 effect Veilers. That boy too good, right, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to add with Kagari chain Veiler? Broken. Next, one of the best hand traps in the current meta, we got Ash Blossom.
And they're still expensive.
It's still expensive. This is the 3rd reprint, and they're like what, like $35 right now?
$35.
$35. So a replacement for like Ash, you could play Ghost Ogre's like more of a like relevant card to play. That or just play Call by the Graves. Even though it's at 2, it stops the hand trap.
You're right.
That finishing off all the monsters. Going into the spells, We play 3 Dinomist charge, Rhoda for the Dinomist. Want to see that Dinomist in hand. And then that, you know, that good old spice, we got that Layer of Darkness field spell. So when we pitch to activate, make everything dark on the field and be able to tribute one of my opponent's monsters using this effect. This effect doesn't trigger, it just allows you to tribute them. And with both of their effects, this one and even Darkest Diablo, both effects are a cost. So it's like your opponent has a monster that has a negation or array. You'd be like, all right, so activate. Response to this, no. All right, I'm a normal summon. All right, effect, tribute your monster. You can't activate its effect. I tributed for cost.
They can't chain Ray either.
They can't chain Ray either because it was a tribute.
Broken.
And then you just summon Big Daddy from the hand.
OTK for days.
OTK. And then 3 Dinomist Howling. Sets the scales. Can't pendulum something. Can't pendulum nothing else besides Dinomist for 2 turns. The turn you activate it, and then the turn, because you always activate this on your opponent's turn. So basically, when it's your turn, you can only pencil summon Dinomist, but that's what you normally do, because you waste your normal summon on Big Boy right there just to get that draw power.
You're right.
And then that's all the main deck. Let's hit that young extra deck real quick. Oh, we got the Heavy Metal Foes Electromite, everyone.
Everybody was telling you about that?
Yeah, everyone was telling me to play it. I told them I won't play it, but then once I heard it's at 1, hey, might as well play it. And it's cheap too now. It's like $5.
So, it's an easy +1?
Easy +1, yeah, I just use it to draw. But there's a good combo with it to where if I have Darkest Diablo in hand, and I don't have this guy in hand to draw a card, what it is basically you do the normal stand-in play. You send Chrono, and then you set a scale, pop the scale, add chronograph, draw 1, effect in hand to special summon, and then his secondary effect to special summon again. He special summon Darkest Diablo.
Damn, there you go.
Broken combo right there. But you really don't need it though.
There you go.
Next, you play the 1 Miss Starboy, boost all the water monsters. Then Cleave Fort Genius for the target another card, negate it, and then target one of your opponent's cards and negate it.
Too good.
Too good. That's all those Link 2s that point down. Next we got the Nightmare package. It's just 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix. Pop a monster in the main monster zone, pop a back row. And if it was Cold Link, draw 1 card. Next we got for Link 3, Zephyra Mellotron. I mainly use it for the 3 pointing down. Just pendulum summon more monsters from the extra deck. And then the last we got Link 4. This is supposed to be a board load. I let my friend borrow it right now. I'll get it back, but yeah, board load goes great in this deck because with a pendulum summon and you feel like you can't get over that monster, go into board load, take their monster, and use their monster against them.
And it's cheap right now too.
And it's cheap right now. It's like $15, $17 to get you a board load. That's the reprint.
Too good.
Too good. Going up into, let's go into rank 4s. We got number 101. Basically all he does is a snatch and steal. So basically I detach 2, target 1 of your monsters and put it as material, and then if you try to attack, I could detach 1 to avoid destruction, and then 1 Abyss Dweller for them Goki players, them BA players, them players that like using that young graveyard for effects. That's all the rank 4s. Then going to 5s, we have Frieza. Basically what he does is like instead of using a material for, like, say if I have this one on field, I want to use material from this, I could use this one instead. So I detach 2 from this one instead of this one using its material.
Too good.
And then with the only reason why I play him, a lot of people are like, wait, he's not even that good. Well, the thing I use him for is to stack him to the full metal armor. What it does is basically like, what this card allows me to stack right on top of him, and this becomes a 37 hitter because it will have 4 attachment, gains Yeah, it gains 500 attack for each attachment. And then its effect is a skill drain for your opponent's field. You detach one, skill drain their field. All the monster's effect cannot be negate all your opponent's face-up monster effects. And if you try to destroy them, you detach one to avoid destruction.
Man, that card is broken.
Yeah. And then the finishing off for like the rank 5s, we play the Cyber Dragon package. You got 2 Cyber Dragon Novas, and then 2 Cyber Dragons Infinity broken.
Damn.
Snatch and negate. That's too good.
And it's at 3?
And it's at 3. This boy too good. And then you got them Yin Yang Lair tokens for when you tribute the dark monster. Or it doesn't even have to be a dark monster. You tribute any monster and you put down a token.
With that field spell.
Yeah, and that's that extra deck. Let's get into that young side deck real quick. Side deck, starting off the side deck. Best card right here in the side. We got 3 DD Crow.
What you use that for?
Oh, they'd be like, I'm gonna add engage back to my hand. Nah, Chain Crow, banish engage. Broken. It's like mainly for anything that will target a card in the graveyard to bring it back or add it back to their hand or like spell summon to the field. They're like back to the front. I know back to the front targets, right?
Right.
You target, be like Chain Crow, banish it.
Monster Reborn.
Monster Reborn, Chain Crow, banish.
Ray, everything.
Alright, this card is technically not legal until this Friday, but it's in the side for right now. But like, I swap it out for something else, but nah, 3 token collector. For them people that like playing that Scapegoat, this is your worst nightmare right here.
Ooh.
You're like, end phase Scapegoat? Oh, okay. After Scapegoat resolves, effect, special summon, effect, take all your tokens, and it gains, let's see here real quick. It will gain, what does it say? Oh, it gains 400 attack for each token that it takes. And then while he's on the field, you can, neither player can special summon tokens as long as he's on the field.
So, Sky Strikers?
That's a nice token you got there. Special, no more token for you. You gotta find your way to bring out Ray.
Damn.
That's all the monsters I play. Next, 2 Call by the Grave in the side. This is just too good, Call by the Grave.
Yeah.
And then we got the everyone's favorite, the Twinny Twisters. All that back row decks, the Sky Strikers, Altar guys. All the meta decks right now that play back row. And then 3 Hey True Nay.
What do you use that for?
It's morely for Sky Striker, towards Sky Striker, and sometimes Altar guys. Cause with Sky Striker, when they multi-roll, you Hey True Nay, the cards get banished instead.
You heard that right. Banished.
Yeah. Cause you open this up first in hand, you're like, okay, activate Hey True Nay. Unless they're gonna waste their Widow Anchors or whatever on their own monster, that's on them. But of course they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna let them get banished.
Too good.
And then that's the side deck.
That was it. Bam.
Yeah.
That was his Dinomist Darkness deck profile. Alrighty guys, make sure if you like this deck profile, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think.
And peace.